Welcome to Habit and Hearth, where we talk about daily resets, habits, rituals, and routines. Hi, I'm Lacey. Today on the podcast, we're talking about something we all wrestle with: how to improve your focus and build self-discipline in a world that is constantly pulling at your attention. If you've ever sat down to get something done and suddenly found yourself deep in social media edits, or refreshing your inbox for the third time in 10 minutes, this episode is for you. But here's the good news. You don't need a total life rehaul. You just need a few small sustainable habits to work with your brain, not against it. So let's dive into 5 habits that will help you protect your focus, strengthen your self-discipline, and make real progress without burning out. But first, if today's podcast has resonated with you in any way and you'd like to support Habit and Hearth so I can continue to bring you new and free content, I've set up an account on Buy Me a Coffee. Through this easy-to-use, donation-based tool, you can support Habit and Hearth with monetary donations. Head over to buymeacoffee.com/Lacey Laverne. I truly appreciate your support. Okay, let's get into it. So habit number 1 is habit stack your way into flow. And this habit is inspired by the book Atomic Habits written by James Clear. So you already have habits, right? You make your coffee, you check your phone, and you brush your teeth. So instead of starting from scratch, stack with your habit, stack something productive onto a habit you already do. So here's an example. After you pour your morning tea, matcha, coffee, sit down and do 5 minutes of focused planning, or maybe journaling, or some type of writing. No phone, no email, just you and a blank page. This tiny shift sets the vibe for your day. It's a cozy little signal to step into your main character energy, and it sets up your day in the right way. Habit number 2 is use the 20-second rule to outsmart distractions. This is also inspired by Atomic Habits as well. So your brain will go for what's the easiest or what's super easy. And for example, let's say you have a phone and the apps on your phone are extremely distracting. So what if you created a folder and you put all your social media apps in that folder, and then you put that folder on the very last page? Right? So you are essentially making it harder for yourself to find the apps or get to those apps. And so once you've moved the apps that are the most distracting to a place that is harder to get to, in place you can add your notes app, or maybe you can create like a reading list and put that on your homepage instead of putting your social media apps on your homepage. Something a little bit more productive on your homepage instead of something that's going to be distracting or something that's going to suck all your time. So this is like putting cookies on the top shelf and the healthy snacks eye level. Let's talk about habit number 3. Romanticize your routine. Focus doesn't have to feel like a punishment. Light a candle or turn on your candle warmer. Put your favorite lo-fi playlist on. Pour your favorite drink into a glass. Create a vibe that feels like a ritual, not a grind. When you associate focus with something enjoyable, your brain starts to crave the calm, not the chaos. Let's get into habit number 4, which is track tiny wins, not just big goals. So start small. Each day, ask yourself, what did I do today that moved me forward? So here's an example, a personal example that I'm actually going through right now. I have joined a couple social media platforms. Actually, I joined the platforms probably years ago. And for a while now, I just have been passively watching content. I don't really create content on these social media platforms. Anyway, I've seen a lot of content talking about, if you want to grow your following, you have to do this and this. And one of them is being consistent, and which I think is a really great tip. Now, I have decided recently I've decided that I want to take content creation serious, and I want to take content creation serious on these platforms. And I thought about that tip about being consistent, and I've tried for the last couple of this month of May, I've really tried to be consistent and post on these platforms and post my content consistently, at least 1 to 3 pieces of content every single day. And it is exhausting, I have to say, just to think about what my niche is and then what particular content I want to talk about. Do I want to create this or that or whatever? Anyway, it is a lot, but I have to say, I'm proud of myself if I just post one piece of content once a day. And that's where I'm starting. That's my little tiny win. If I can think of a really good concept and then create it and then edit it and post it sometime in that day, that is a win for me. And even opening the app and just creating something is a win. And then to do it every single day is even better. And so that is consistency. And I've actually been able to see my subscriber count grow a tad bit, not much, but a little bit. But yeah, that's just my tiny win. And I'm going to consistently try and do it every single day. I'm going to try. Habit number 5 is to create a low energy backup plan. And let me just tell you, right now, I am so tired. I went to my 9 to 5, and then I went to a store to pick up some groceries, and now I'm here and I am quite tired. And let's be real, some days you just don't have it in you, and that is okay. So if you can't do a full workout, how about stretching for 5 minutes? Or maybe you can't write a full blog post, just an outline, create an outline of it. Can't film? Draft the captions. Keep it low key. It's not about doing everything perfectly. That'll drive you insane. But it is about showing up, even in soft mode. And your future self will definitely thank you. Here's the takeaway. Discipline isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about being kind to your future self. Focus isn't about perfection. It's about practice. So save this episode and share it with a friend who's trying to get their life together. And remember, your routine can be both productive and peaceful. Thanks for spending this time with me today here on Habit and Hearth. Until next time, stay rooted, stay kind, and keep building a life that feels like home.